the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Phillip Lindsay, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
On for the extra point.
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Dre Greenlaw.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
I think if you polled defensive backs they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the out, watch the out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 33 and a first. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And the Niners are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56. And let's give him.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Niners 14, Chargers 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ayuk to return it. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Hey, check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
34-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Lindsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Niners 14, Chargers 7.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
57, Mike, 57.
Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jaleel Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Philip Lindsey, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Niners 28, Chargers 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
He's tackled
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Herbert on first down now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This returnable for Ayuk. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You're right.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat.
After the penalty, it's Bell. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second and 14. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Now Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
10 at their own 44-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
All day, baby. All day. All day, baby. All day. Check. Check. Panther 60.
On 1st and 10, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Complete to Keenan Allen.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
1st down, Los Angeles.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Watch the edge.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Greenlaw on the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Slam.
Now on the option, here's Herbert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue down. Deuce. You go tight.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Let's get it.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Rip left. Rip left. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Another run by Lindsey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. And let's get this. Get this.
Here's Lindsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The 40-yard line.
Justin Jones there on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bound to lose one. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D.
Now it's Lindsey, and he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Double tight. Double tight. Three down. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Strip that ball. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got one.
Again, it's Bell. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
On Bell, the ball.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 7.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey. Mike's 56.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Ready up. 57's Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Come up the ball hard.
One more time with Lindsey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Niners on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. Again, looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam, slam, slam.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This will be caught at about the 6. Herbert, no gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they take a knee.
Here we go, D. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. It's a party now. It's a party now.
And they will take a knee here.
Tonight,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.